Hello, day 619. Since 53 hostages have been brutally, barbarically, violently, and inhumanely were kidnapped to the hell called Gaza by the inhumane, barbaric, rapist, modern-day Nazis, monsters from Hamas, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, UNRWA, the UN, Al Jazeera, and all with the financial help, support, planning of Iran. We are here every morning, never giving up, to demand from these inhumane, barbaric, rapists, modern-day Nazis, monsters, to surrender and let all 53 hostages go immediately, at once, in one phase, one bus, all of them together. No one is left behind, and Israel would give up nothing. It was released to publication that the second unalive hostage that was brought home to Israel by the IDF heroes last week on Wednesday is Aviv Atzili. May he rest in peace and his memory forever be a blessing. A 49-year-old father from Nir Oz, Kibbutz Nir Oz. He was fighting on October 7th to defend his family and his community. He was killed and kidnapped by the terrorists, and his body was located, thanks to intelligence information, in a tunnel in Khan Yunis, alongside another unalive hostage that was already released for publication, Yair Yaakov. My thoughts and prayers are with the family of Aviv Atzili. Finally brought him back home for a respectful burial as he deserves. And the IDF ensured that they will continue to do whatever they need to bring back the rest of the 53 hostages. They are continuing as we speak. While there is a war with Iran, they are continuing in Gaza full force with a plan of Gideon's chariot operation to take over Gaza in order to erase Hamas from the face of the earth and bring back all of our hostages. Good luck, prayers for safety for the IDF soldiers operating in Gaza. And meanwhile, while IAF, the Israeli Air Force, is attacking targets in Iran, yesterday they eliminated the head of the intelligence organization of the Islamic Republic of Iran and the deputy. They're also targeting sites that building ballistic missiles. All the operation side of how they're creating these missiles has been targeted by IDF in order to minimize Israelis' casualties. Iran is attacking Israelis with ballistic missiles with warhead of 1 ton of explosives. So IDF is targeting specific land while targeting other targets of military targets and nuclear targets, of course. That is the main goal, but also these ballistic missiles, as Iran was rushing to produce thousands of these kind of rockets. That is an existential threat of Israel. So yesterday alone, while they were preparing to launch another barrage of rockets or ballistic missiles, IDF was able to detect those launchers and strike them, and they struck even 20 ballistic missiles that were about to be launched, and by doing that, obviously they minimized the amount of ballistic missiles that were attacking Israel. Good job for the IDF, but unfortunately Iran continuously attacking civilians. They are shooting in a way almost indiscriminately to civilians areas. They're not targeting specific military sites or anything of that sort. Yesterday, with another huge barrage of ballistic missiles, the air defense systems in Israel intercepted overwhelming majority of these ballistic missiles, but 4 had direct hit. 4 penetrated this defense and hit in populated areas in central Israel and northern Israel. I watched it live happening. Devastating, heartbreaking, terrifying. In these 4 locations, the death toll is of 8 people who were killed last night alone. May the rest in peace and the memory forever be a blessing. And over 100 people were injured. Thoughts and prayers for the speedy recovery. The Home Front Command continuously emphasized how important it is to stay in the shelters. When they give an announcement to go to the shelters, go to the shelters. Do not go outside to film the rockets. As yesterday, some people actually got injured because of a blast of rockets while they were filming it outside. But then also, unfortunately, some family members who were hiding in a shelter room in Petah Tikva got killed because the rocket hit directly that shelter. But the chances of that happening is very small. Majority of people are being safe when they are in shelters because the shelter will protect them from the blast and shrapnels. This is the case for over 100 people who were injured who were sheltering in these bomb shelters that they have either in their homes or in the buildings. Continue to protect yourself. Continue to listen to the home front command. It saves lives. Also, it was reported yesterday that the direct hit that was reported the night before in the city of Bat Yam, direct hit in a building of 10 floors where the floors just collapsed on top of each other. After 24 hours of the rescue teams continuously operating in that scene, the death toll have risen to 9 people. It was yesterday, I think I said that it was 7, now it's 9. And may the rest in peace and the memory forever be a blessing. But this is interesting to see how Israel, with all of the technology, with their equipment, special equipment, and our units of the rescue teams, who are one of the best in the whole world, been sending them all over the world to help in this situation where people need to be rescued. It takes them more than 24 hours to find 9 people. At least 9, and the rest of the injured that was rescued as well. But it makes you wonder how foolish and dangerous it is for the mainstream media to run with the headlines of Hamas 5 minutes after an attack is happening or something happened, explosion happening in Gaza, and 5 minutes after, the New York Times already runs with the headline that Israel killed X amount of Gazans. Usually it's in the hundreds, which is all unbelievable to begin with. But Israel, with all of their resources and their equipment, which the Gazans do not have, they do not have this equipment. They do not have the personnel even to go and rescue. They're like just walking in, a person walking to the rubbles of a building and pick up a kid from outside there, like unharmed and out this, and the media rushing to publish this as if it is facts and truth. It just to show you how Hamas continuously lying and the media is playing along with it, because it's unreal. It's unreal that 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour, half a day, 1 day even after that they found all of these people, all these casualties. This is all fucking bullshit and propaganda. And what is happening in Israel right now is clearly showing it, shining the light on these lies. And also from some of the direct hits from yesterday in central Israel, the U.S. Embassy branch that they have still in Tel Aviv, this was the original U.S. Embassy that was in Tel Aviv. Now the official one is in Jerusalem. That's where Ambassador Mike Huckabee is there and was sharing this information. That's from the blast. There was concussion to the building. There's damage to the U.S. Embassy in Tel Aviv. And thankfully, no personnel were there because everyone must be sheltering in place. And also the attack happened in the middle of the night, 4 a.m. Thankfully, no injuries, but the building suffered some damage. And he's reaching out to all American citizens if they need any help. American citizens who are currently in Israel, if they need any help, to reach out to the embassy. Also, there are 200,000 Israelis who are stuck outside of Israel because the airspace is closed, and the Israel authorities, IDF, together with the transportation ministry, will do whatever they can to bring back people to their homes, and they will find a way to do it. So since the beginning of the war, in the early morning of Friday, Operation Rising Lion, when IDF have successful attacks and eliminations in Iran has been targeting our civilians. This is the main difference. This is what they wanted to do all along, and we could have not wait 1 more minute to allow them to have ballistic missiles with the thousands of them, and then a nuclear weapon and atomic bomb. Think of what the damage of the implication of them having it and using it against Israel. Israel must have acted. You know how many people criticize Israel for not doing anything to prevent October 7? Now Israel is doing whatever it can to prevent the next annihilation or attempt annihilation of the Jewish people in Iran, and not enough people are supporting that. Not even fucking the UK is stepping up to help defend Israeli civilians from these ballistic missiles. Last year, when Iran shot at us 300 ballistic missiles, the UK air pilots were helping to defend and intercept this threat. This year, they're sitting down. Shameful what is happening to Europe and how they're not standing with right against evil in this moment in time. Since the beginning of the war, there were 24 Israelis who were killed by Iran by ballistic missiles. May the rest in peace and the memory forever be a blessing. And there are over 500 injuries. Prayers for a speedy recovery for all of them. Israel will continue to defend itself and do whatever it needs to survive, to thrive, to live in our ancestral homeland, and we will continue to live there proudly from the Jordan River all the way to the Mediterranean Sea for eternity. Am Israel will always be. Am Israel Chai forever and rising like a lion.